Can you guess which object is high poly and which is low? Well, it's a bit difficult to say because there is a way that we can transfer all the details from a high poly object into the low one. So without wasting time, let's get started. Okay, so here we are at the Blender screen. I have this model. It's from Sketchfab. It's a free model, so thanks to the creator. The link is in the description, so if you want the same model, you can just download that. So I would just drag this one, import it into the scene. It somehow comes up in these kind of pieces, so I would select all, Ctrl J to just join everything in M and remove the extra vertices. It have some empties, Sketchfab model, so I would Ctrl Alt P and clear all the things, and Ctrl I to select inverse and delete that. So now we have this simple high poly thing. The step one would be to convert it into low poly. Now Blender have this default remesh. You can just use this, make this 2 quads and come up here and give the number of the polygons that you want. So if you did 3000, it would comes up with a pretty fine one. You can use this one, as you can see, but I think I have something better. It's an add-on, it's a paid one, but if you can afford it, I would say to just get them because it's a really good one. The video is not sponsored, but genuinely this is a really cool product. I would put 3000 here and just remesh it, and it would take some time, and the result, there is like so much difference between Blender remesh and this one. I kind of really like this one. It have like the flow is a bit nicer, it's a bit cleaner, more smooth, and it actually follow the geometry as well, as you can see that. Anyways, if you even have the default one, it would work the same, so you can just follow the video and don't worry about that. I would come up here to the UV because the first thing we need is UV. If you can unwrap it manually and you have time, that's really great. If not, you can just hit U and come up here and do the smart UV project. Click on UV and pick the isolate, so it would put everything in a canvas a little better, something like this. Okay, now the second thing is that we have to map, and so we can get the old details back. I would add a Shrinkwrap modifier. It actually I would target the high poly mesh that I have, and it will actually map my model into that. And then I would add a multi-res and subdivide 2 times would be enough, but the multi-res should be upside to this one. Now I can apply the shrink wrap, and yes, and now the third step is to actually have set up the material. So I would delete my old material and click on new one. We would add a creative name to this one, so I would add new material, which is super creative, and then I would just Ctrl T to add these nodes. If it's not working in your Blender, it must be like you have to first get the add-on. So it's a Blender built-in add-on named as Node Wrangler. Okay, it's actually in the add-on tab, Node Wrangler. Yes, this one. You can just enable that, and then this will allow you to actually open up these mapping nodes along with the texture node. I would put it in the normal map because we are going to transfer the data with 2 things. The first one is the normal map, so it would give us all the bumps and that kind of details, and the second one is the color details, so we have to do the base color map. So for the normal map, I would add these nodes in advance so we can actually set up all. For the resolution, I would add 2048 resolution and name this one as a new texture normal, and click on OK. So it actually create a black image, but it's connected to the normal map, so it would look weird, but we have to ignore that. Come up here to the render tab, come up here to the GPU, back down to the baking, and click on normal, and just click on bake. Okay, so we got this normal map, and now we are ready to actually turn off the original one and just use this one. It's looking a bit weird because it's set up to the RGB. So first we have to do is come up here and save this image on the desktop and then change it to the non-color, and it would look cool like this. Now we have to actually transfer the color based data. For that, again, we already have the UV, so we just need these texture nodes. Click on new and new texture. Okay, and now we can select this one. Make sure to select this one whenever you are baking something. Make sure to select the texture node that you want to transfer all the data from. And okay, now we have to come up here to the node setting again, come up here, click on diffuse. We don't need any lighting, so turn off that. And now first select the high poly and then select the new low res. Okay, let's call this low poly. Okay, first select the high poly and then select the low poly and then click on select to active. And we have to make this one to 0.01 and 0.07. I test this value and I think it worked better. If you can just play with the values to get a little bit better. It actually increase the distance to like calculate that. But you can just try to like maximize this a bit more if like you're missing something. That let's just check it out. I guess this value would work fine for this one. I would click on bake and let's see what we get here. Okay, I think we got almost all of it. Let's turn off the high poly one and let's see how does it look. I think it's looking good. We can turn off this one. Yes, something like this. Now let's compare that. And as you can actually see that there doesn't seem to be a visible difference in the quality. And if I just shuffle it like this, you won't be able to just tell which one is high and which is low. Can you guess any of these? Okay, I actually thought this is the high, but this is the high poly. No, okay, no, this is the low poly and this is the high poly. Wow, I actually get confused in it. So yeah, that was it for the video. This was a very simple process. So we have to create the UV for it, then we have to transfer the mesh details to the multi-res, and then we have to pack the normal, then we have to pack the base color. So that's all for this video. If you learned something from this video, you can hit a like and subscribe, and see you in the next. For now, bye.